Again, we're going to look at 4 empires of Mesopotamia. Before we look at some of the more powerful empires, we must look at what an empire is. The dictionary defines an empire as a group of nations or peoples ruled over by an emperor, empress, or other powerful sovereign or government, usually a territory of greater extent than a kingdom. At around 2300 BCE, a group known as the Akkadians conquered Sumer. They made all the city-states part of a single empire. The Akkadians conquered the land and created the world's first empire. They were led by a king named Sargon, who used powerful and smart military strategies to retain power. During the span of the empire, the Akkadians had some great accomplishments. The Akkadian language replaced the Sumerian language. Art flourished with three-dimensional sculptures. One famous 3D sculpture is the Victory Stele, which shows a scene of a military victory. Unfortunately, the Akkadian Empire only lasted about 200 years and fell to new invaders from the north. After the fall of the Akkadians, Sumer went back to being independent city-states until a king named Hammurabi came around. Hammurabi is mostly known for his code of laws, which were used to unify and preserve order. The code spelled out specific punishments for wrongdoing. For example, here's a law. If fire broke out in a house,
what I want to do now is start thinking about ancient civilizations. And we're going to start with Mesopotamia. In Mesopotamia, the word is literally referring to the fact that this region is, for the most part, between 2 rivers. You have the Tigris River and the Euphrates River. And when we talk about ancient Mesopotamia, most people are referring to the period between around 3000 BCE, or maybe even going a little bit before that, so 3000 before the Common Era, and then going up to about the time of Christ, or a little bit before that. So we might go to 1000 BCE, or maybe a little bit later, maybe around 500 BCE. And what I've done here is we clearly have a map of the region. I also have timelines for different geographies. So this timeline that I have right here in blue, this is my timeline for Mesopotamia. Right over here. And you can see that I have different colors along this timeline. You can also see what other civilizations were around at the same time in history. And this is not a comprehensive list here. So what we have in this yellow.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Messu, Meri, Amun, Setepenre, and I will be defending Africa. My stance in the defense would be the northeast/northwest stance, which will basically tell you this. Under one people, under one empire, under one rule, my stance in defending Africa, I will always take the stance of coming from Egypt and what you call Phoenicia, Carthage, Mauritania, that region. Basically northeast and northwest African. I would also be defending Sumer. I would also be defending the Indus River Valley. As a matter of fact, my stance in dealing with historical facts is this. After leaving from the Nile River Valley, migrating through the land of Canaan, going to the Tigris-Euphrates River Valley, setting up a colony there, leaving from there and going to the Indus River Valley. Meanwhile, in the time that all that was done, also you went to the Yellow River and you went to the Amazon River in the Americas and the Mississippi River. All prehistoric cultures set up by Africans with artifacts found along the rivers and the surrounding areas of the rivers, all throughout the state, all throughout the country, both. In Afro-Eurasia and the Americas. I would only deal with two lands. The two lands that I deal with will only be two large land masses. I'm giving you an introduction of who I am, and I'll also tell you the things that I will not deal with. I will not deal with any modern day religion on the basis that it is true. I can't do it. You may see me do a million videos and I be smoking a blunt. If that bothers you, I don't care. I'm not here to do anything for you. If you focus on anything I'm saying to you besides the knowledge that I'm giving, you shouldn't be watching me, period. Don't come out here and tell me that I should talk like this, I should live like that. Look, man, I'm going to talk the way I want to fucking talk. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. My main purpose of being here is to give some knowledge to my people, then I'm out. When I leave here, I'll come right back. So don't come talking to me about your death. Don't come talking to me about your beliefs. I don't want to hear about none of that shit. I ain't coming here to help you build shit. Don't talk to me about building. Perhaps we don't understand the time frames of which we're in. I didn't come here to you to build shit for you, but your mind. To give you all one mind on one accord so you'll know who the fuck you're going against. I didn't come here with you to build no schools, to build no stoves, to build no houses in a land that I'm not accepted at. Don't ask me to participate in no shit like this. So when you say let's build, if you ain't talking about building an army or a military, just shut the fuck up talking to me. Only a motherfucking fool will walk on his enemy's land, build up schools, houses, and neighborhoods without a military to protect himself when you know that your enemies are hostile. I don't want to hear shit about Jesus, Allah, Yahweh, none of that talking about something they gonna protect you, man. Get the fuck out of my face. I would not put my faith in someone protecting me who I cannot see. I ain't even believe he'll protect me if I can't find no dead bodies. This is the problem I have with every non-African entity who has an African appearance. You understand what I'm saying when I say that? To every non-African entity who has an African appearance, this is what I'm saying right here. I'm gonna do that. Look, man, I don't like, one thing I hate about dealing with black people is that you motherfuckers act too ignorant. So you act like you don't know. Let me show you what I mean. As a matter of fact, let me take that whole thing back around. When you dealing with me, there's a couple things that you do that automatically I'm going to pass judgment on you. After I pass judgment on you, I don't want to talk to you, and I don't want to fuck with you ever again in life. Most of these things fall under one thing: the selling of your birthright. If you don't know what your birthright is, nigga, it's right there in the word. Birthright. Your rights as birth. Alright. Your rights as birth. When your mother birthed you into this universe, you are given rights. One of your rights you given, nigga, because you was given the choice inside of your mother's womb was the male or female gene. Listen to me carefully when I tell you this. If you have a problem disputing between the male and the female gene in your identity, you have sold your birthright. If you are born with a dick, got the physical upstands of a male, and you sitting around here choosing to be a female, you have sold your birthrights. I will judge you for that. You cannot fucking talk to me. We just done. I'm not gonna sit here and have no debate about no moral decision in life with a motherfucking faggot. That's an immoral act within itself. You have disobeyed our ancestors to the T. The universal principle, the cosmic principle within Africa is male and female. It ain't gonna be no male and male, no female and female. If you sell that birthright, nigga, you can't talk to me, period. I want y'all to understand that. So if you's a fucking faggot, if you support faggot doctrine, if you support faggot shit, don't come talk to me. Because my first line of defense against you is, dude, you worshiping a homosexual cult. Secondly, is the hurting of children and our women. If you harm women and children, meaning that you know you are a domestic abuser, meaning that you know that you are a sex offender, and you harming our women and children, and you coming around here trying to talk to me about Allah, Buddha, Jehovah, Yahweh, Yehoshaphat, anybody, nigga, I'm gonna roast your ass. If you worship that doctrine of a sex offender, I'm gonna worship your ass, roast your ass, and I want you. I don't know about I worship no doctor of it. If you worship Islam, you worship the doctrine of a sex offender. Being that Muhammad married a 6-year-old girl and consummated his marriage when she was 9, he's a fucking sex offender. Anybody fall under that? I don't give a fuck what group you call yourself, who you with. If you subscribe to that religion and saying that that man brought you a book and saying that you knowing that he fucked this 6, 8, 9-year-old girl, man, shut the fuck up talking to me. You can't talk to me about no moral decisions about my people, bro, because you immoral as fuck yourself. If you worship the Christian doctrine given to you by the Greeks, who the god at the time and they shit was Serapis, which they did a name change in 325 AD from Serapis to Isis, ain't never been no motherfucking Yeshua. Ain't never been no motherfucking other shit. From Serapis to Isis, and in 1611, from Isis to Jesus. If you deal with that doctrine that traces you all the way back to Serapis being the lover of, Serapis being Ptolemy I, being the lover of Alexander, man, I don't even want to, look, bro, we can't even talk no more, man. These two fucking faggots, I don't give a fuck how you change their name up. They faggots. So if you call him Yeshua, if you call him Jesus, if you call him Isis, Iona, whoever the fuck you want to call him, I'm going to call him a faggot. And in your defense, for defending your faggot ass religions, if you come to me and say that Haru was a faggot, my question to you is going to be this right here. Did you translate the story? Can you read the sacred or divine writings the ancestors left on the wall? How the fuck can you read that but you can't comprehend Egypt? If you can't comprehend the shit written in the thing. If you comprehend Egypt, you know it's not an African word, motherfucker. You'll stop saying stupid shit like that. And it don't mean bondage. In order for the Hebrews to make a stance against me, the only time I will even acknowledge you is if you can present me with cultural artifacts. Meaning you have to show me vases and plates and you know shirts and all this shit that y'all say y'all was fancy and y'all like to dress fly as. You have to show me this shit. But when you show me this shit, since you're non-African, this shit you show me have to be non-African. So you have to show me your shit in your Semitic style. And which I know that there is not one Hebrew on earth who can show me a motherfucking thing in a Semitic style when the word Semite was made in 1870. See, I just go put up the origin of the word Semite, the origin of the word Shemite. This shit just was made up. So how can a Semite be existing 2,500 years ago, 25,000 years ago, after the motherfucker just was made less than 200 years ago? Nigga, we in 18, 19, we ain't even in 2070 yet, nigga, so it ain't 200 years old. This is the shit I talk about. I don't deal with none of this shit nigga, I deal with the thought. And something is wrong with the thoughts of the black man. You know I'm going to tell you exactly what's wrong with the thoughts of the black man. You think like the white man. You really think that shit true. And here's another theory that I'm going to tell you about, the flat earth theory. I'm just going to tell y'all straight up. My niggas, y'all think stupid for to even debate that shit. I'm going to show you why. If you debate the flat earth theory that you gonna walk to the edge and the motherfucker fall off and all that stupid shit, ice surrounding it, all that stupid shit, which just doesn't seem to be important in helping you rise out of your situation. It's almost like having a fucking debate about a man walking on water. Why even talk about some stupid shit? When you step your monkey ass up, step outside, go step on some water, you gonna fall through it. Now, Jesus is not the holiest nigga on the earth because the Bible said that the Egyptians had a boundless power. If the Egyptians had a boundless power, and Jesus' power is boundful because they put his ass on the cross and killed him too, right? Now, if the Egyptians had a boundless power according to their fake ass Bible, I would trust them to believe and tell me that if a motherfucker can walk on water, and I ain't never heard one of them say nobody walked on water but the sun. This is the only thing they myth, legends, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I call it fact because that's the only motherfucker who can walk on water. His image walks on the water. You see it walk across the ocean. Here, we sit there and look at it. Oh, it's beautiful, cranky. But you sit here and believe some bullshit about some solid obstacle. You can't put a rock on water without it falling through, motherfucker. You weigh 120 times more than a rock. But I can put you on water and your hollow-minded ass will float, huh? Nigga, it ain't enough air in your brain to do that. It ain't enough air in your body. You only gonna float if you learn how to do this shit. If you don't know how to float and swim, you gonna die. But you ain't gonna walk on water unless one way. That water is frozen and it turned to ice. Do it every time. I show my little nieces and my little girls and shit. I say, look here, mom. I'm finna walk on water for y'all. You see it? I step on ice and start walking. That's what I do. I ain't gonna go step on no fucking water in this liquid form when it's not solid and say I walked on it. Here, water in its gas form, it evaporates, it disappears. So water is the God, nigga, not the motherfucking nigga who walked on it. Depending if he had a walked on it. But see, y'all believe in all this bullshit. You reading the Quran, motherfucker talking, you talking to ants and shit. Yeah, I talk to ants. I see ants every day finna destroy y'all little ass, finna crush you. The ants don't fucking talk back. I don't believe in magic in that sense or the way they talking about. I believe that you can do a series of divine spells, word that we spell out, put them in a certain form, and certain shit can happen. Usually like you tell him and you write the instructions out to how you gonna do something, motherfucker. Same shit a spell. You had to spell in order to write it. To read it too. At least most of us need to know how to spell in order to talk. Because we start saying shit that we don't know nothing about and doing shit that we know nothing of. Brian had talking about what the fuck a faggot existed at, what this existed at. Bro, y'all bringing too much European culture back amongst African people. I don't understand how we can sit here and do it all with pride. We do this with pride, man. We do this with pride, too many of us. Everything the white man make, we come and make something back on it, and then we justify by saying we did it first. Understand this. If we had a religion first, the white man kidnapped us from the land, took all us, held us as prisoners of war, and forced us to teach him his shit. See, when I say force us to teach him his shit, what y'all don't know is the white man don't know nothing about nothing. That's why he stole the black people. Now he ain't gonna kill y'all. Stop letting people tell y'all that shit. No, he's not gonna. He gonna kill a lot of you, but he cannot kill you all. If he kill you all, there is not enough knowledge in the universe that can be sucked up and put inside his head to help him understand the universe, man. That man been on Earth for 6,000 years, and he still don't know that you gonna slide off the damn cliff if you go around ice fast. Why niggas get on there, nigga, slow down, nigga, you on fucking ice, you gonna slip. They don't know that. They have no sense of direction either. You ever seen them? I be showing when people watch this, y'all. Just watch when they come out of the darkness and get started going. They don't know which way to go. This is and I tell you, I give you this. This is a universal study I'm doing. I don't need a motherfucker to come tell me nothing. I don't want no monkey to come. Nigga, I sat here and watched 100 white people, and they all did the same shit. They all came out the dark and did like this. I say, bro, do they even know where the fuck they was going in the first place? Now me, I walk the same way they walk. Do the same shit they walk. I come out the motherfucker. When I come out, I don't stop, turn around and look. One of the reasons I don't do it, because I expect them to be behind me. And they talk too damn much, tell everything they know. They know the nigga right there. Then the nigga went that way. The nigga went that way, so I want them to see me really less as possible. I try not to exist amongst these people. But when you sitting here, and you see them do this, and then you walking behind them, or you walking in front of them, or you just sitting there observing, like I be, and you come out, you don't know where the fuck you at, nigga. You walk from this way, you park this way. Nigga, you coming from the fucking baseball game, the football game, the basketball game. It's the same way every time, nigga. But when you sit there and watch them, they lost in a motherfucker. I be like, wow, nature don't give them, no, they don't even, nature, you didn't even help them out. You cannot be natural and be that fucking lost. Even with black folks being tricked and everything, that motherfucker broke out of slavery, nigga ain't have a map, ain't have a road to get there. That's something you find to know. Because the ancestors are already talking. If you want to find north, just wait till nighttime and follow the brightest star. It leads you north. That's what they taught them, shit, it worked. But if it didn't work, Benjamin Banneker wrote an almanac off the shit. Hey, man, I'm just saying, man, stop. Look, yeah, you know, Benjamin Banneker was dumb. For you dumbass niggas who I have these debates with, we sit here talking, you said niggas couldn't read. The white man didn't teach this nigga how to read. He taught himself how to read. For a nigga who can't read to teach himself how to read, that's a motherfucker. You don't even know the language or nothing. You just teach yourself the shit. It can't be that hard. They made the shit more harder than it is. And another thing is they always put the obstacle there telling you there's something that you can't do. You ain't showed your ancestors some shit they couldn't do. They told them they couldn't get across the ocean. They built a bridge, nigga. I can't do what, nigga? No, you can't get across this motherfucker. I'm gonna get across here, and on the way across, I'm gonna blow it up just to show you that you can't get across. Now you gotta do the same shit I did, what I just showed you, and it took the nigga 6,000 years to do. You mean to tell me in a 6,000 year time period, the only fucking history, the only fucking artifacts, the only fucking evidence of anything ever existing that the white man can pull up and show you is African? And he don't base nobody else's history off of it but his. Nigga, we ain't even Africans. But got stole from the motherfucker. He the motherfucker told us that. We just said we was Africans. We so fucking lost, nigga. We been saying we Africans and Americans. We African American, nigga. We fucked up. How we wrong? We don't know if we came from Africa or America. So we claim both of the motherfuckers. If we came from Africa, we in America. So we claim both of the motherfuckers. We in Africa, we in America. Niggas everywhere. But we wrong for claiming this shit. Now we this, now we that. We wrong for the fucking trickery that you put on. You know what? One of the reasons, that's why I say I can bounce around and just pick on all you for fun. One of the reasons I hate the Moors is because the people who they call the Moors are single-handedly responsible for teaching these monkeys how to be civilized. Had he left their ass over there where they had been at for the whole time that we was out there prospering, in the little existence they was here. They was over there isolated, eating bugs off each other back and shit. Now the motherfuckers over here with us and telling us that we was a part of your society. How? How, nigga? How? If you was my child, why when you starry, stinking some bitches came to the dark lands, we left our city? You know why we left Kim to them? Them folks nasty, man. We don't want them biological bacteria that these motherfuckers have. That's why I asked you go read Herodotus' writing. The motherfucker said when a nigga, an Egyptian, sat down to eat, if Herodotus was a Greek, Herodotus observed sitting there in front of the Egyptian. He's not giving you something that somebody told him. He's giving you a real life observation. And for that reason, Herodotus' words become more powerful than any European who speaks today. He was there. You see? And if he's the father of European histories, he deserves that title and he deserves the respect, even as a monkey, that his shit was truth over the shit they saying today. Because Herodotus made it perfectly clear that them people were black, melancholy, mela, that means black, all that shit, man. You motherfuckers don't get it. Stop supporting white supremacy. In all my teachings, you're going to constantly hear me say that. In order to stop the advancement of white supremacy, you have to stop supporting. In order to stop supporting it, just let this shit go. It's not, listen, it's not hard to let Jesus or Muhammad go, or Yahweh. It's not hard to let them go because they weren't ours in the beginning. Neither one of us can take nothing and claim it as ours. Look, girl, North Africa was colonized. Northwest and Northeast Africa was colonized by Arabs and Europeans when the Quran and the Bible was written. No, it wasn't. Northeast Africa, Northwest Africa. If you want to sit here and dispute with me about when the Bible was written, could a Hebrew have written it? A black man, a Hapiru, Hapi and Ra, Ethiopians could have written it. No. They could not have written it. I'm sorry. The people in Ethiopia today are not even the same people who was there. They got curly hair, dog. That's not woolly, kinky hair. That's not who Herodotus in 400 and some BC described as being the people of that land. I'm sorry. Now, they might have some cut in them. You say they ain't never been conquered, but I see conquering all throughout Ethiopia. They have too much straight, curly, hair. Their hair ain't woolly, kinky no more. Not to mention that that land was abandoned. So when they abandoned it, I believe them the people who was exiled who over there right now. Them ain't no motherfucking, and this is why the white people and those people have the same blood. Because they're not Ethiopians, they people from outside, the ones who were exiled. And we ain't paying attention to it. How the fuck you really think that some black people will really just sit there and put up with the shit that they put up with in their homeland? You can't even come back with a stupid rebuttal like they doing it in America. America ain't their homeland. I mean, shit. We came here. We was here before anybody was here. We know we settled here. We came on voyages thousands of years. We've been sending motherfuckers over here colonizing the Americas. We've been doing that shit for at least 10,000 years. I don't need you coming through here telling us about what Africa did. I don't need you come telling me who it is. They came when they left the fucking continent. They was Africans. They came over here. They populated, grew into an expansive number. Nigga, they are still Africans in America. African Americans. When they came over here in 1492 and they left there, they knew they was African. Listen, look. In 1492, I want to shed some light on it. This is one of the reasons why I went live, because people just don't shed light on shit the way it should be. In 1492, King Ferdinand and Queen Isabel expelled the Moors from Spain. This is what they teach you. They expelled the Africans from Spain. If you look the shit up in history, they're gonna say they expelled the Jews from Spain. Meaning, not these white Jews. During the time of the expelling from Spain, those people weren't even created yet. The Jews, nope, they weren't there yet. It hadn't even started yet. In 1492, when they kicked them niggas out of Europe, because the Moors were expelled from Europe. Well, I'm giving you the Spain part because in 1492, the Moors were expelled from Spain. The same year the Moors were expelled from Spain, Christopher Columbus set sail for the Americas. Now, he got a ship full of niggas, 3-4 ships full of niggas. You tell me this motherfucker don't know he was coming to America, telling y'all that he got lost. He thought he was in India, bro. That shit's a hoax, nigga. That shit's not real. That whole fucking story is fake. Well, if you really sat down and started scrutinizing that story, bro, that shit fall apart like the Bible. Oh, Christopher Columbus set sail for Spain. Hold on, what the nigga was doing around the coast of Africa 20 years before that then? Sitting around the coast with the Portuguese and the Spanish. What the fuck is going on here? And why is he Italian? But y'all didn't know that expelling of the Moors from Spain was issued by the Roman Catholic Church, the Vatican. They ordered the edict to kick the blacks out of Europe as they was. Y'all hogged all the money. Y'all had it. See, look, man. Look, man. We want to sit here and have this debate with y'all about this shit. Nigga, you was a Jew that they talk about. The black man was a Jew they talk. I will give you that. This is why you love jewelry. This is why if they give you, they won't let you in metallurgy because you'll make some fancy jewelry. You'll start making unks and shit. Like Baba Huru be doing, making the unks and all these fancy things, sitting there looking like you diviner than what you should be in the eyes of the white man. This is why they don't want you to have your knowledge back. Man, you don't give a fuck. Nigga, they trying to get to outer space, nigga. You just sitting here trying to chill. You already know what's out there. Your ancestors been there. Ain't nothing under the sun new. Going to outer space is under the sun, nigga. I'm sorry. It's under the sun. So it's not new. The fuck? Bro, Earth millions of years old. You know how long shit been destroyed, and man? Them motherfuckers probably went up there in organic material. Cause they're a lot more, bro, we way down compared to that. We got a long way to go to reach back to the level where our ancestors was. Where you can just sit down with a piece of paper and write 2,000 years into the future. You can plan how shit gonna work out. You know when uproars and all this going. We don't know shit today. We waiting for the white man to give us a prediction and he don't know shit. So you know we fucked up. You know, we sit here, a race of men who call ourselves this and call ourselves that. We about the sorriest race of men on the earth. And we can't, there ain't nothing I can do to defend that. And I'm gonna tell you why. Although we know that none of our ancestors got off the boat with the slave book. I'm gonna call it got off the boat. Got off the kidnapping boat with the slave book. You heard how I worded it. I'm gonna tell you why I said that. The boat that they kidnapped our ass and brought us over here on, we got off the kidnapping boat. When we got off the boat, about 200-300 years later, they gave us, we can't go 200-300 years later, man. What, I'm gonna give them, Britain, look, man, Portuguese and the Spanish were responsible for the slave trade. Starting it off. Which is why down in South America where they went to, in South America, listen to me carefully. Go check up the colonization of Africa by the Portuguese and the Spanish. And take Hispaniola, Haiti and the Dominican Republic, and X them out because those are the Moors from Europe. I need you, this is why they revolted. They were never dumb, nigga. The folks was already highly advanced. And which is why they still favor voodoo down there today, because they knew that they were West Africans all the time. They already knew that. The Moors of Europe, the ones of Portugal and Spain, they knew this. Now, the ones in the Americas, who they call the Moors, they could have been here way longer because, like I told you, Africans been coming over here, nigga, before the time of the fucking Great Flood. That's told under the under. I'm gonna share something with you. What you know as Mesopotamia is really an extension of Northwest Africa. What you know as Mesopotamia is really what you know as the Mediterranean Sea is really an extension of Northwest Africa. Those are everything that the African went set up and put his thing on to defend is an extension of Africa. This is why they put so much emphasis in it. Just like they knew that the Americas, North, South, and Central America, if you put it back together on the map, fits right into the face of Africa. If you go to Northwest Africa, where the Phoenicians, the Carthaginians, the Mauritania, specifically based their areas, there it's a spot over there. If you look on ancient maps, if you look through ancient history, you'll see they call that area Atlantis. Now, if you go to the east coast of America, around New York, New Jersey, in that area up there, it's a star on the map of modern day time. They call it Atlantic City. If you take the African map, the American map, put them two back together, do you not know where Atlantis was at in Africa and where Atlantic City at in America fits together perfectly, and that's your lost city of Atlantis. They say it was lost empire. They say it's a lost city of Atlantis. You hear them say the lost city of Atlantis, where people came together and had one major point where they did some shit at. That was destroyed, sunk, moved, whatever the fuck happened to it. It's just an old African legend. The only people who would know about the legend is the Africans. White folks can't know about it unless they learned it from the African, which is why they say they learned this shit from an Egyptian priest. You can call it pseudo, you can call it what you want to. Hey nigga, shit, your ancestors taught it. Well, you knew your ancestors pseudo as hell. I say, I don't know where the fuck they came from. The nigga talking about Sirius star system. What the fuck, nigga? How we gonna talk about something we don't even know about? I can't talk about Sirius star system. What the fuck shit you here? The motherfucker taught me about this shit. I can't just go over here and tell you I came from them. This nigga said he came from them. That's why I told you those talks I don't want to get into. Don't ask me the origins of God. Don't ask me the origins of man and all that shit. When I tell you what they supposed to say, nigga, shit. Man ain't, nigga, y'all gotta deal with that. I don't deal with that. I don't deal with who created God. I don't deal with who created man. That shit unimportant to me. It's just like, is the earth flatter? Nigga, what I'm dealing with is, how the fuck can my niggas and I get up out this oppression that we in? Fuck God. Truthfully. I said we've been over here for long enough to realize that he ain't gonna help. What'd you say? Did you say, well, we only been over here for about 200 and some years? And I'm gonna agree with you. I ain't gonna even, let me get back to what I was saying before I get it on right now. In 1492, the Moors brought Columbus over here. You see how I worded it? Because y'all don't know about the Ferdinand and Isabel and them lied to the Moors. Some of they wanted them to help them find gold. That's how you got that many niggas on the ship to bring them over here. They money hungry. You right now today, nigga. How we is, nigga? Shit, you go get some gold out there, nigga. And we cut out. We ain't in Africa no more. We know it's gold over there, but we can't go back because we were fucking the monkeys, right? I'm gonna say I wasn't part of the plan. My spirit wasn't over there. My spirit, the first time my spirit left Africa was in 1492, nigga. When they kidnapped our ass. Well, technically that's a lie. See, that's regurgitated line. Because I'm gonna tell you what, in 1492, I like when I do this. Just go and tell you something that's a lie, then come back and tell you it's a lie now and tell you the origins of the lie. In 1492, Portugal and Spain was doing the slave trade. Did you know that Britain hadn't even been entered into it? Britain didn't enter the arena of the Americas until like the 1600s. So that means like for damn near 200 years, Portugal and Spain had a lead over Britain in colonizing America, which is why the Spanish language makes it all the way up into Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, California. All those lands was held by the people y'all call Mexicans. They were never called Mexicans. They were never called it. That's a Spanish creation. Y'all didn't even know that. See, that's what I be trying to tell y'all. The Spanish created that. Now, you let the British tell you about the wars in American history when they are the last to make it. Remember this, you had Portugal and Spain doing it. Mississippi, Louisiana, all that shit, that's the French quarters. England. When England came over here, had nothing to do with the slaves, had nothing to do with anything. Let me tell you why. Did you know that England was not settled in southern parts of the United States? The land we call the United States today, the English was not settled there. The English was settled in what you call the East Coast today, the 13 original colonies. They came in through the North Atlantic. That's why they tried to go back there. They got lucky and came here through the North Atlantic, tried to build a Titanic and go back through there and got their shit bust. Whether it was a plan or the other not, they ain't none of my business. But they know they can travel through there because they came. Look, you know they can travel through there because the Vikings came through here. That's why I tell you, I don't want to hear your bullshit. Coming through ice and shit. They came through there on boats and shit, freezing. Fishes jumping in their laps and shit, you know, hey. So don't tell me what the motherfucker can't do. What you need to do is get out and go research. If you go research, you become stronger in your principle. When you look at me and say, Christopher Columbus discovered America, I tell you this. My nigga, I don't even know how to talk to you about the issue. When you tell me Christopher Columbus discovered America, I can't do nothing but tell you a goddamn lie. You's a motherfucking lie. Shit, nigga, I know that the Phoenicians came over here in BC, nigga. I know that. But I'm going to tell you something else, too. If I was going to deal with it just strictly from white supremacy, I ain't going to give the motherfucking Christopher Columbus the right to get that there. He won't get the glory. I'm going to give it to who came before him. Leif Erikson. Fucking, we call our football team the Minnesota Vikings, baby. And we don't call them that for no motherfucking reason. Those Norwegian some bitches came over here, and we got a fucking Viking ship over there in Duluth, Minnesota. Leif Erikson ship. Now what the fuck is we talking about Christopher Columbus for? When Leif Erikson left evidence that he was here long before Christopher Columbus, Juan Cortez, or any of them some bitches. That's how you destroy them with their own history. Another way I tell you how you destroy them with their own history, when they say that talking to you and they come to you and talking about Jesus died for your sin, you look at them and say, the Bible says that no man can atone another of his sin. The Father can atone the sins of the Son, and the Son can atone the sins of the Father. How the fuck did your God just lie in the Old Testament to the New Testament? I'm going to tell you how he lied, because the Old Testament was been in Hebrew, which is an African dialect. The New Testament is in Greek, which is a European dialect. You see, the African said you can't do some shit. The European came back and said you can do some shit. Which is why the African said that if you sin, motherfucker, which means if you rebel against the ancestors and go on your way and start doing your own shit, you're going to be punished for it. Walk with you the end of your days. When you rebel against y'all system, like you Moors did, like you Hebrews did. Yeah, we got the secret to the Hebrews over here. Hapiru. The Hapiru ain't no Habiru. It's Hapiru. Happy and Ra. If you gonna come through and you gonna represent the shit, nigga, how you gonna have Happy and Ra carried out of Africa with you and then say you not from Africa, motherfucker? You know why? Cause you's a sellout bitch. That's why you did this. Shall we do the next attack? What about Christianity? Your God telling you that there's only one Christ and all this shit, and he's so. If there's only one Christ, I want to share something with y'all. If there's only one Christ, Haru won the damn thing. He the Christ. He in the original form, ain't been tainted, ain't been done nothing. He ain't died for your sins. He came back to fight for Egypt, to get up and lower, unite them together, and take it from his evil ass Uncle Set, who they later changed to Setepenre. I mean, god damn. it's like so. It's like man. When I sit here and try to think, if I sat there and tried to make the Bible real, I'll beat myself up. Like, nigga, why is you supporting white supremacy? You know that shit ain't happening. We take the biblical story, but we won't look at what the ancestors said. What you mean? What you mean what the ancestors said? I suppose that story is true about Asar and Set. Set killed Asar. Asar's wife artificially inseminates herself, gets pregnant, and brings forth Haru. Haru is Asar reincarnated. He comes back to feed his uncle, exiles him from the land, kicks him from Africa, deserts and all this shit. But they specifically tell you in there that after Set was exiled, that the Hyksos and the Greeks took him in. Greeks and Hyksos, motherfucker. So he roamed through their land. This is an Egyptian motherfucker running through the... Look now, let's go apply this shit to physical elements. The brothers to the Egyptians, the Phoenicians, get up and leave Africa. They go out there, they make it over to Syria, get all up in Turkey and shit, Anatolia and shit, Iran and shit, looking all around and shit, see monkeys and shit and start experimenting with them and start fucking on them after they get their experiment right. I ain't gonna say they went out just seen them in the monkey state and fucked them. They went over there, they did, genetically they did something to that motherfucker. Whatever they did to it, they stayed with it long enough to make sure the motherfucker was perfect. It damn sure sound like the story is Set to me, meaning Set can't get story to no, he can't give birth to no black race, so he make a whole new race. But for doing that, the reason he can't get birth is because he's exiled. He cannot come back. And I'm saying these two stories do correlate, because now Phoenicia comes back, the exiled Phoenicians who've been exiled thousands of years ago, they come back and invade Egypt with white people. I mean, this shit makes perfect sense. I don't understand how we can't see it, but you know, when you think like a white man, you can't see this shit on the African concepts. You just can't do it. This shit was written in Africa. It wasn't written outside of Africa. The shit that y'all say was scriptures that y'all call the Bible in the Old Testament was written by Africans, dealing with Africans, which is why they say don't go amongst the people. Nigga, you sit here telling me that you captured in the Egyptian Empire, you live in Canaan, which is the son of the Egyptian Empire, and you telling me that you motherfuckers ain't answering to Pharaoh? I mean, let's stop. You have Nagas who call themselves Hebrews who live in Canaan. You have the Negus who's the leader of the Nagas in Cam. He's sending letters. You found Amenhotep insignia, Samen insignia. You found all the kings insignia in the work that they sent to them. You find Terhaka and everybody else being called up on by the Phoenicians to come help me, nigga. They kicking my ass. And you tell me that these motherfuckers ain't answering to them? But you can't find one Hebrew style burial over there. You go searching in Israel. We've been searching for dead Hebrew bodies for the longest, and you telling me we can find a fucking Phoenician body buried Egyptian style. Man, stop, man. Now, to base that off, you telling me that the Hebrew language is the Phoenician language, which is an African language, which is derived from the sacred and divine writings on the wall that only the Africans know. And then you come back and tell me that if the writings that the Africans have that came out of Africa and carried by the Phoenicians is derived from the writings on the wall in Kim, that the Africans who are in Africa who speak the language that the Phoenicians brought out don't know how to decipher the shit that's on the wall. And the problem is that just like Egypt, Phoenicia, and all the other holy cities that Africans started out, white people inhabit them. You think I'm lying? Let's take that. We're going to leave from North Africa and go to South Africa. They tell you one of the oldest civilizations they found on Earth, 200,000 years old. They say they found the oldest man at 200,000 years old. How the fuck do you have a civilization at 200,000 years old and you assume that man was created 200,000 years ago and then he built the damn civilization the same day he was created? You hit a fuckery behind European understanding. Now, if you say that civilization is 200,000 years old, that means that the nigga is a lot older than you saying he is. Because, look, bro, the fucking civilization is in South Africa around the Zimbabwe area. It's too highly designed for you to say it's not a settlement. A motherfucker ain't just build it for nothing. But what we gonna say is this, that you lying about it. I think the motherfucker might be 200 million years old. I think that they drastically dropped the numbers off to support their theories. Not to support their theories, to support their lies. But you sitting here, you run through there and regurgitate this shit too. The Sphinx is only, nigga, the Sphinx was, the Sphinx. Yeah, the Sphinx. When you look at the Sphinx, here, let me help you understand the riddle to the Sphinx. Because to who they said, he said a riddle in the motherfucking, and the riddle is within the Sphinx itself. If the 3 stars that the pyramids are aligned with is in the heavens, what makes every last nigga on this motherfucking planet think that the Sphinx is not associated with the heavens? Now look at the fucking Sphinx again. What body does it share? The lion. So you know that that Sphinx was built around the time of the Leo. Now you just go back and trace your shit. Go back and look at the time of the Leo. You started to find all that shit happening around 11,000, between 13,000 and 11,500 BC. That's why you get there. But see, we don't count like the ancestors count no more. We don't use the astrology. We don't use Earth the way it should be. We use, or you know, at 12 o'clock tonight is a new day. That's what we use. When sunlight going, when the sun go down tonight, this is the start of a new day, nigga. I'm saying we don't even look at it. We look from 7 o'clock tomorrow to 7 o'clock in the morning. That's a whole new time to us. But that shit's fake. It's almost like you believing that on January the 1st is a new year. January the 1st look just like December the motherfucking 31st. It was cold in December. It was cold in January. How the fuck is it a new year? How do man get to change nature's laws? Here, let me show you what I mean when I say man needs to change nature's laws. One of nature's laws is that new life shall spring in spring. But man changed the laws and said that new life gonna spring in winter. You see what the fuck just got fucked up there? Well, I don't know what you're talking about, Steve. No, you don't, right? All right, then. Why did you tell motherfuckers Happy New Year on January the 1st? Is that not winter? Didn't winter just start December the 21st? If winter just started December the 21st, and 10 days later you tell the motherfucker Happy New Year, nigga, winter lasts for 3 months, nigga. 12 months. Just pay attention to it. 12 months. 3 months. 4 seasons. 4 times 3 equal 12. This shit ain't hard to do. How in the fuck can somebody tell you that winter just started on December 21st and January the 1st is a new year? Did you just call nature a lie? Now, you said January was a new year, we gonna go with the 3 months theory. December 21st, January 21st, February 21st, March 21st. 3 months. Notice that spring is here. You see what I'm saying? You should, which means that the winter solstice is gonna end, and New Year starts with the spring equinox. And then the spring equinox ends, and then we gonna go half time down. We right here at the summer solstice. Then the summer solstice ends, the beginning of the end starts. The beginning of the end of the year. Do you have the beginning of the year? Then you have the beginning of the end of the year, which comes right after half times, summer. You switch over to the second half. The second, which you say, we had the first half, now we go into the second half. The first half is this 2 quarters. The first 2 quarters is spring and summer. The second half exists of 2 quarters. The second 2 quarters is fall and winter. The beginning of the end is fall, which is why they tell you to harvest your food, get prepped up. You got 3 months to get your shit together, because you know in the next 3 months you're gonna get winter, and we see snow, all type of crazy shit. The earth been doing this shit consistently since she been here. It's been consistent. You don't need a motherfucker to tell you what's gonna happen because you already knew. Which is why Benjamin Banner could design an almanac by his damn self. He observed everything around him. See, he was truly of Islam. Not the fake shit that they tell us today. Islam means submit to God. No, Islam means I study life around me. I study laws around me. I study literature around me. I study the ladies around me too. You're a damn fool not to study the ladies around you. The hell you want to study men for? I'm a man. I can study my damn self if I want to know what a man feel. I don't need to go study another nigga. That's too much attention. Kneeling to niggas falling on your knees. You don't never fall on your knees to a man, man. That's a homosexual trait. Always been known as a form of submission. Why? Listen to it. Do you submit yourself to another man? That's homosexual talk, bro. Hell no, I don't submit myself to another man. You can kill me. So no, I ain't falling to Islam. I ain't falling to Christianity and Judaism. Why you picking on them? Them the mighty three. The mighty three what? The mighty three invaders of Africa? Huh? Yeah, I told you my stance is from Northwest Africa. Even though I know we was in West Africa. When Northwest Africa and when Northwest and Northeast Africa failed, we went to West Africa. Why? Because it wasn't heavily populated. Not the way y'all try to make it seem. Say, what you mean wasn't heavily populated? Look, nigga. If Africa was heavily populated with the Egyptian descendants and they knowing that they was at war with them people, bro, you wouldn't have made it on the coast. You couldn't make it on the coast of Northwest Africa. So if we defended Northwest Africa, the thing was we didn't think that you motherfuckers was gonna evolve that fast. Which is why we didn't defend the coast of Africa the way we did. We don't live on the coast, bro. It's dangerous. We know tsunamis and hurricanes. We know how big the waves get, nigga. We don't need nobody constantly telling us that shit. To prevent the shit, we just don't go there. We don't give a fuck how pretty it is. Beauty equals death. You don't worry about how beautiful something is. The ocean is so beautiful till that great white get on your ass. Or that orca. Or a stingray. That's why we don't fuck with the shit. We go to the ocean and get what we want. We gonna get some fishes and get the fuck out. All that other shit, nigga, them monsters to us. The fuck this motherfucker flapping and looking like he gliding through the water. I can't do that shit. He a monster, a beast, a god. Yeah, we gonna venerate his ass. Venerate means giving much respect, much adoration. Don't mean that we finna go over there and say, oh, great stingray, grant us the power that you got. We don't do no shit like that, man. We make an image of something, say the shit tight, and then keep going. It's just like we do today. Shit. We can't worship shit. We can't even worship our women. Why? Because there's too many of them. So we had to make a pact with our people that we gonna worship just one of them. Who is that? The black woman. So we try to keep it as black women. That's why they be like, they know he a dog. Shit, we can't help it. We just grabbed the one that said she was the baddest, and she just shitted on our whole theory about who the baddest was. Because here come another one of these motherfuckers that's like, I'm not even thinking about badness coming in that form. But damn, it's in that form too. So it's really nothing we can do. We just, man, trust me, bro, we ain't shit. We puppets of the black woman. She got us wrapped around her finger. Then you sitting there trying to fight it, then the white man convince you if you wrapped around her finger is wrong, but then it's okay for you to be wrapped around his finger. What the fuck? The woman can't have you wrapped around her finger, but the man can. Then they get mad. Well, she wrapped around your finger. Well, now y'all wrapped around each other's finger, motherfucker. That's the purpose of being married. Y'all are intertwined. Mixing your DNA and all that shit together, but you let this motherfucker come tell you how you should be married. How can a motherfucker who didn't even know marriage exists tell you what marriage is? How can a motherfucker who says that he homo tell you what marriage is? How could you stand there and support it? How? But it's okay with us. We can do this. We can go in there saying he's an on-time God when the motherfucker ain't never showed up. Why would we sit here and tell ourselves he's an on-time God? Yes, he is. I don't know about y'all, motherfucker. You said Job, ask Job. I went and asked Job, and Job told me some shit that y'all didn't tell me. Job said that man got my whole family killed. All this shit, then time I'm gonna give you a new bitch. Man, fuck that bitch, man. I want the motherfuckers who I already built that didn't do nothing wrong. That's what Job told me. Job told me I had to be a stupid motherfucker to chase behind that motherfucker who had his whole family killed. Then Job revealed something to me that I wasn't paying attention to. Job said, what you didn't know, nigga, is later on down the line, the nigga gonna have his own son killed. And you wanna fuck with somebody like that, what you think he gonna do to you? That's why I don't fuck with God. The whole concept of it's just ignorance. And besides, your ancestors don't want you fucking with me. You motherfuckers trying to get to heaven. The crocodile stole everything he got from the white man, from the nigga. But he don't tell y'all about the halls of a mentor. See, that's what, yeah, amen. The halls of amen. You don't even have to put an H there. It's THT. Amen. You know why? Because when you get to the halls of a mentor, you got amen standing there. You got Mott there, Asar, Anubis. Oh, you fucked up. Your ancestors there. And you say you finna go to the halls of a mentor. Talking about you going to some pearly gates, you get there, gonna be black than a motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you what the great ancestors said to Hootie. Way beneath the earth, beneath the land of Kim lies the halls of a mentor. See, let me show you something. That's why I support heaven being the shit the hell, the shit he talking about what the ancestors that been. Now, way beneath the land of Kim, that's Africa, not Egypt, the black lands. The whole fucking Africa is black land. Which is why you hear him say way beneath the land of Kim. Now, pay attention because Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt is known as Setepenre, right? Setepenre. Whoa, way beneath the land of Cam, Africa, where it is rooted to the continent, where the continent is rooted to the core of the earth. The only continent on the fucking planet that does not shift, does not move. Why the fuck would you come to America if America then drifted away from Africa and say the halls of a mentor is there? Way beneath the land of Cam lies the halls of a mentor. The halls of the ancestors, where he was talking about one of them being in suspended animation, who they can go there and they can choose to come back and go when they want. And bro, that's some crazy deep shit. However, the concept of heaven and hell, the 12 who judge and all that shit comes from there. So if we gonna go to the halls of a mentor, be judged by the ancestors, what they talk about the skill and all that shit. How in the fuck do the Moors, the Hebrews, Islam, how do any of you, even the white man understand that you gotta go through the halls of a mentor? He said he's not even worthy enough to make it there. He ain't got no soul. This is where soul's gonna be judged at, man. He ain't got no damn soul. He's not a solar being. He's not from the solar system. He was made, created. He's not real. Everything that the universe gave you when you created him was taken away. He ain't got what you got. He got the appearance of you, nothing else. The image, the likeness of you, not the abilities of you. The image, you know, the nigga look, he blend in. The likeness, you know, yeah. Shit, I can even get some pussy from this bitch. Yeah, the image and likeness of you. He's not. The universe didn't produce him, man. And if you try to say you produce him and you part of the universe, yeah. But those are different laws. Because you have tainted the power of the all by fashioning this primitive being. This primitive worker. You know, I said, we sit here talking all this shit. We ain't gotta leave Earth for this shit, nigga. You tell me I read, nigga told me I read the Sumerian shit and they was talking about the shit. I was like, well, look, man, white people gonna take you where the fuck they want you to go. You more concerned about them and their stories about this. Look, man, you can take this shit and put this shit together yourself and find out the truth behind it. We know white folks don't know shit. But if they wrote this shit and said aliens came down here and all that shit, let them say it. Me personally, I'm not focused on the aliens. I'm focused on the deeds of the shit that was going on. So much of the shit that they talk about the aliens did, the Africans were doing. Being that they got monkey blood shit, we might be aliens, nigga. We ain't got the shit. So you can't say, I'm just saying, man, if you ain't got it, if it don't fit, you must have quit. Then you get them sellout niggas to say, we got it too. Yeah, nigga, I know, because your family was fucking monkeys. If you got monkey blood, that means you're more. What you mean that means you're more? Because you one of the motherfuckers who got exiled for fucking on monkeys. It's in your genes. You can't lie to me when you say you got 99%. You say here talking about some, you 45% African, 30% European, 15% some other shit. To me, that means that you are the father of the monkey and also the child. That's just what that means to me. Being that the only way that we can get non-African genes is to have sex with non-African people. That's the only way we can get it. To crush the out of African theory, Europeans are non-African people. Asians, these pale motherfuckers are non-African people. The Native Americans that we see in America today, the pale ones, are non-African people. Bruh, what you're dealing with is white supremacy, and it's based off paleontology. The paleness of ancient history and modern history. This is what we call whitewashing. When Columbus came over here, he knew what the fuck he saw. He saw people who he called Ethiopians over here. They were the Native Americans then. There was a people who he saw when he made it here. They then bred the people out. They didn't look, bruh, what they do. They needed to blend with the Native Americans. What we have to pay attention to is that Columbus is telling y'all something. Did y'all know Herodotus said that the people of India with the long flowing hairs, they were Ethiopians? When Columbus made it over here, he thought that, he said he was in India because the Native Americans had long flowing hair. They bred them out, bro. They bred them out. Yeah, they know the difference. You sitting here talking about they don't know the difference. Look, the ones who had the long flowing hair, they weren't in Mandinka Bay. They weren't in Jamaica. They weren't there. They was they was on land up here. Them the ones the Vikings met who fucked the Vikings up. Yeah, the ones who look like the Aborigines to Australia. Yeah. Them. The ones like the people on the islands on the other side of the Pacific. Them, the black people, not these pale motherfuckers, these new modern day people from the wars and you white people going to fucking everybody, even the little kids creating children, they come up pale and then they just paling like this. It's a paling process. It's all new and it's all modern. That's what we gotta understand. The paleness of the earth is all modern. It ain't prehistoric. It ain't ancient. It ain't old. We're talking about less than 1,000 years worth of work. The paleness of all this shit you see. This is why all the European colonies had to be involved in all this shit. They all have to make people to pale up the regions. You go to Australia, boom. The British hurry up and get over there in Australia, start fucking and fucking and fucking and fucking and fucking and killing off the people. Then you go to take your ass on over here to South America. You know South America has so many colored folks, bro. It was pathetic. They can, as a matter of fact, they lost that battle. With trying to defeat the blackness in Australia and in South America, they lost that battle. Brazil just knocked them out by their damn self. They got little places like Venezuela and all that shit, but Brazil, they lost that battle. Brazil take up most of the damn continent. You know, so they hide. So what they do is they hide the shit from you. Like Haiti, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, those battles were lost. Ghana, they lost them battles. Some people, the native people reigned supreme, and they was able to keep their melanin. To the battles that they won, them motherfuckers were white. Mexico was won. Mexico, the Aztecs were, specifically the Acon people set up their shit. The Aztec civilization wasn't started by no Native Americans. It was started by the Acon people. They built the pyramids. They went to where they knew was already there. They built all the shit. The Acons of West Africa. They built the shit in South America. The Acons are the Incans. It ain't no fucking the Americans didn't have no written language when they made it here. So we not gonna let them places. Look, Akan, the Akan people, the Incan people, same people. That's just too easy on genealogy to even fuck with. You just move it in around and put an I in the motherfucker and made a whole new word. Inca. You take the N, put it back at the end, and leave the I right there. It's Khan. Same as the A right there. Khan. It's fucking playing with you mentally. This shit it's not advanced. They making shit up, bro. Motherfuckers say, oh yes, that's a word. We'll put that there and say that means that. Yeah, it's all. Why you think they need your support and all this shit? You say, you lying. Nigga, the white man been needing your support since he came to you. You don't understand the concepts of how shit works. You don't understand life. You don't study shit around you. Here, let me show you what I studied. I was studying the Greeks. And then the Greeks was telling their story. They said that they went to the Egyptians and told the Egyptians to. Ptolemy said after Alexander's death, he told the Egyptians to make him a god. Make you a god. They say what they're saying is that in order to be made God, you have to be made a pharaoh. Well, we know the word pharaoh wasn't real. So basically, what they're saying, in order to be made a god, you have to be made a negus. So they have to cover the word negus up because we can't let you use the word negus. Remember, that's in Kush, that's a divine word, the word for divine ruler. So you can't niggas too close together. Hide one of the motherfuckers. We'll call them niggas, says derogatory, and hide the niggas. We can't let them know that. Alright. Ptolemy could never be a niggas because he's not a nigga. You see what I'm saying? You can't go play with the people back then about that. Remember, these the woolly kinky hair motherfuckers. You want to understand how they feel about the word niggas? Look at how you feel about the word nigga. If they come saying you, look, they tell you that the niggas, they'll tell you right now, they told you niggas was derogatory. Remember the word niggas mean divine ruler. Now, if your niggas of your people try to be we don't play it. Ain't no motherfucking white boy finna be chief of the vice lord. He can't be our niggas. Ain't no white boy finna be chief of the GDs, the Black Stones, the Bloods, the Crips. It's just not gonna happen because that's our shit. If we kill a bunch of motherfuckers, okay. Before I watch a white boy be the chief of vice lord, nigga, I'll kill every white boy on earth, nigga. You will not disrespect that star. I'll tear your fucking head off, nigga. You're not gonna say, hey, ain't no white boy finna say, as a matter of fact, when we was in prison, And little Lord came to me and said, "Hey, Rock, what you think about the white boy said he want to get on. What you think about that?" I said, "This is the Vice Lord nation, nigga. White people are not accepted for this. We started this shit to defend ourselves from them. How are we gonna let them infiltrate the same shit we started to defend ourselves from them? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? No, you're not welcome here. You can't be no white lord. You can't be an ally. You can't, nigga. The group that they made for y'all is called the Ku Klux Klan and the Neo-Nazis. You can go join one of the two, or you can just stand there and be cool. Or you deal with me on the level of just me and you as men, and you want to talk, say, I like your style, man. I want to fuck with you, bro. We go out and have a few drinks, you know what I'm saying? You know, hey, fuck it. You know, I fuck with you like that, but don't you come your motherfucking man here talking about being no motherfucking vice lord, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you? And this how you gotta treat them, bro. You can't, no, this how you gotta be, the Black Panther Party, nigga. You can't be part of the Black Panther Party, nigga. We black. We black. Ain't no motherfucking white panthers in here. Pink panthers. Ain't none of this shit going on. But you, same thing with your, look, I want to be a Sa-Ra. You want to be a son of Ra. Fuck you telling me for? You need to go talk to Ra about that. Nigga, if he accept you and don't burn your ass up, then you one of his children. If you go up there and fuck with him and you get skin cancer, nigga, he don't accept you. So don't come ask me to do it. I can't fuck you and make you a black man. I'll take your daughter though. But I'm not gonna reward y'all with that. That's too much of a privilege. Ain't no motherfucking Heracles is coming from you Greek motherfuckers. And that's how you got to get back to treating them. Treat them like your ancestors treated them. You don't know how your ancestors treated them? Go let Herodotus tell you. He don't mind telling you. He a white man who telling you that your ancestors thought they was filthy, nasty, disease-ridden. If they ate off the damn utensils that the Egyptians provided, after the Greeks was done eating with it, he discarded it. He didn't discard the Persian. When the Persians ate off their utensils, they didn't throw it away. The Babylonians, they didn't throw it away. The Indians, they didn't throw it away. But when the Greeks ate off the utensils, the Hyksos ate off the utensils, any motherfucker of pale origins ate off a utensil by the Greek, by the Kemetic people, they discarded the utensil. I'm talking about, not throw it away, nigga. Look, these motherfuckers were eating off gold plates and gold forks and silver. Herodotus said they had the shit melted down and made it into weapons. But we want to talk about these bitches like they. What you say? What you say, nigga? Say that shit again. The white woman better than the black woman. First of all, the black woman got the best pussy on earth. She got what I call the get back type pussy. But a lot of you niggas might don't know because you're coming up short. But I'm going to say this right here. I have met white men who looked me and told me in my face and said, man, I don't know why them brothers like them white bitches. They ain't shit. Nigga, look, I'm an asshole by nature. I'm a Gemini, so oftentimes you will see me play both sides of the fence just to stir up some shit. I like to get you going. The white man looked me dead in my face and told me that the white woman wasn't shit. They ain't nothing. Weak. I'm looking at him like, bro, you can't talk about the greatest thing God ever created. You know, the white man, like, he look at me like, he got the old folk look with the glass on the tip, and he looking. Bitches ain't nothing. I take the worst sister any day over the strongest white one. I'm like, damn. I'm like, bro, you understand what you saying? That is harsh as hell to be saying about your own women. I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true stuff, my shit. Like, goddamn. And then we sit here and look and say, well, why they treat their women like that? Well, hell, shit. According to what he just told me, they ain't shit. Damn. These the men we got. These the men that we live in a society with. But what's more important than us living in a society with? You let them pave the way for how you should treat your women, how you should treat your kids. Now, I want to show you something. In America, I ain't gonna go with the deal with the rest of the world. I don't really give a fuck what Russia doing, what France doing, what Germany doing, what England doing. None of them right now on the sense of the level like that. If we ain't dealing with Africa, fuck them. If it ain't dealing with melanated people around the world, fuck them. I mean, if the motherfucker tall and yeah, holler be motherfucker, fuck them. I don't care about Arabs, the pale Asians, the pale Americans, The pale Australians, I don't care about no pale motherfucker. I ain't here to talk to them. The people who in the situation that bothers me is the melanated people. Fuck the pale people. Fuck paleontology. Fuck what they say. Everything they say is a lie. If you put it in my face, I'm going to destroy it with a mere thought. It's just a thought. All it takes is a thought to destroy the shit. The shit that nobody would do, think. Nobody wants to think. I am in deep, deep meditation. Do you know deep, deep meditation is deep, deep thought? All these fancy ass words. Meditation. Because you're thinking, nigga. The Lord say meditate upon his word. Just think, nigga, deep, deep, deep. See, y'all still don't think. The Lord told y'all to do something, y'all did the opposite of what he did. He said, don't eat the fruit, you ate the fruit. He said, don't suck the dick, you suck the dick. He said, don't be gay, now you're gay. He told you not to do it. I want to, you know, from the Old Testament to the New Testament, I do want to say this. When I was indoctrinated, I can't even say I was indoctrinated. This shit just always been fake to me. When I tried to take up on the stance that the Hebrews tried, when they gave me the stance, because I was dealing with these niggas in Minnesota and they was doing the thing. You know, they come through, yeah, you the 12 tribes, you know. Because they asked me, say, when the brothers stopped me, now you got to understand that I just went on war with God in 2001. New Year 2001, my little girl say, come over here and go to church with me for the praise the Lord. Says, fuck the Lord. I ain't got time for this shit. Fuck him. You tell the Lord if he want me, he come get me. Like 2 days later on the bus, motherfucker said some old black dude, man, peered out of no motherfucking will. He said some old crazy ass shit. He told me you wrong for the way you think, you wrong for this. He told me all this shit right. Fuck my head up, cause I'm like, shit, I ain't said nothing on the bus. I'm on the bus actually texting on the phone, and he just come out of nowhere and say that shit. But the dude get off the bus, and I'm like, shit, hold on, I don't know what he's talking about. I get off the goddamn bus, the motherfucker gone. You know, I'm fucked up in the head. Like, this nigga done disappeared in the... Nigga, where he go? Ain't no alleys over here, ain't nowhere to cut through. This man literally vanished. Dressed like an old African style. Hotel hat thing, like, to be exact. Black and gold, never forget that shit. After that, a couple years later, about 3 years after that, I had a battle with the Hebrew Israelites. That's when I met them. They met me, they was asking me my view on God. I don't fuck with him, period. That's what I was telling them. I don't fuck with God, period. Believe Jesus died for your sin, I don't fuck with him neither. I grew up a Christian, nigga. My grandma made me go to church. Hell, my godmama made me go to church. Shit. I stayed in the motherfucking church. Can't stand church. The most evilest place I ever been in. Tell me all the stuff you ain't supposed to do, and the Lord got you in there fucking everybody who in the motherfucker. I'm just telling you what I seen when I was up in there. I ain't just telling you what I seen, nigga. I stayed up in there. I done bear witness to a pastor cheating on his wife. The pastor wife called me and asked me, did I go to Valley Fair? Do I know a bitch named 6'1"? Do I know? I'm like, God damn, the pastor, you preaching the word or you a fake ass God, and you got caught. The black woman is colder than God, nigga. You can lie to God. You can't lie to her. She on your ass. She know the bitch name, she know everything, she know she supposed to with the Valley Fair, nigga. Look, nigga, she got spies, nigga. She looking at me talking about some she ain't got no spies. Nigga, do you see your wife? Nigga, that nigga wife is like 30, 40 something. Fine in the motherfucker. This nigga out here going to, I mean, I'm gonna give it to 6'1". She was a half-breed, nice body. She was fine in the motherfucker. But at the end of the day, you don't throw all that away. That's why I told you. I ain't never met a motherfucker yet who hold true to the words they hold on to. Y'all don't hold true to that shit. You come in here talking about what God said. Look at her. Every last one of y'all preachers and prophets like them molesting little boys and raping little girls. But y'all talking about y'all got the word of the Lord in y'all. Y'all got to think about this shit, man. See, we don't want, we won't deal with the truth behind the shit. The spirit indoctrinated into the teachings was from sex offenders and weird motherfuckers. It's all throughout the book. You sit there read the Bible, yeah, you can kidnap the people. Cause that's what God telling y'all if y'all really believe that. He telling you to go over there, you see the people, you kidnap the people, kill the men off, take all the little girls and you can make them, you can have sex with them and shit. What kind of shit is that? Coming from God. You want me to worship that shit? No, I'm cool, dog. I'd rather talk to the pagans and the atheists. Being that one of them mean hillside and one of them mean the plain. So I really deal with the people in the hillside and the plain. They don't fuck with none of that shit. But you gonna sit there and you're gonna argue every motherfucker down, and then when somebody say something to you and tell you that your religion or your culture or even the shit that you learned today about Christopher Columbus being fake, you wanna defend it. We just don't have no origins with the shit. This shit speaks specifically against us. Remember, we the motherfucking slaves. So we can't be the Hebrews, not according to the Bible. What the fuck? We slaves by the Jews, nigga. How that work? We both on them? We the slaves in the chosen one? Hold on, man. How the fuck you in the chosen one empire? Cause we gotta pay attention to this shit happened 2,000 years ago, nigga. They ain't talking about today. The shit already done happened. Think about it. 2,000 years ago, and Jesus said he'll be back in a couple of days and shit, right? That nigga that came back and did what he had to do, set up his empire, and it's being run now. And his enemies is now let's keep in mind when this shit happened that only white people, look, black folks like to lie. And that's why I tell you, we sit here and we go along with the lie, and I can't even let us do it. We ain't write this shit, dog.
They don't keep going along with the lie, because
the Ptolemaic and Seleucid dynasty. Now you don't want to just go through. Fuck
you can't change these niggas' perspective. They believe in that.
They just dumb. I don't even listen to them no more.
That's what I was trying to say. You can't change them.
Now, I want to show you that these are both Greek people. Now, according to the way shit go, this is the Ptolemaic shit over here around Egypt. Babylon and everything else is by the other half of the Greeks. This happened in 300 and some BC, dog. And they had control of this shit till the Romans took it from them. And when the Romans lost control of it, the Arabs took it from them. Where the fuck was the nigga at? If you fled, look, when Persia came, they claimed that everybody supposed to be fled on down and went back down, went down to Nile Valley. We ain't running shit up here. Which we know is a lie, because when the Persian came, you say they did all that, but you was helping the Persian build ships and fighting in the armies against the Greeks. See, that's why I say when you go read the real history, you start to see the Greeks trying to force their way in and make you lie. Egypt chose them. No, Egypt chose the Persians. And the Persians come through, they fighting with the motherfuckers. Now, if we move from Egypt and from Palestine, then we ain't doing none of this shit in 333, because we sitting here in a massacre between the Greeks. After the Greeks, we got to deal with the Romans. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, the Greeks had Egypt. The Romans had Egypt. The Romans got Egypt in one some BC, man. Ain't no motherfucking way you finna convince us that you walked through Rome in Egypt from Rome, who was chasing you, and then you made it through. I said, that only the shit the Lord can do again. You see what I'm saying? Because now, this is the second time the Lord did just mysterious as shit. Because first, you leave when Egypt was running all this hill, you leave from Egypt, the Pharaoh, you done killed the Pharaoh in the Red Sea and went to a land that he already controlled where he got military people stationed there. And now you done went there and you just living there with the military peoples.
Then you killed their king.
You see what I'm saying? You see how stupid this shit is? I be like, man, we don't even go back and pay attention to this shit. I'm sitting here like, wow. Then you see, they say, we gonna send you to hell. What does this say right here? The first 4 letters of that word.
Hell,
Now, that was brought to us by Alexander the Great, the man who destroyed the Kushite Empire. I'm talking about the nigga got so mad, Alexander sold the Phoenicians into slavery, nigga. The city of Tyre. He sold the motherfucker into slavery. And we sitting here talking about some, yeah, you know, the Lord said, the Lord said, I be like, that's why I be like, man, bro, y'all better go back and read that shit. And then when you get done reading it, do some research on it. Take your ass back. I need you to go back over there at the time. The man got so mad, nigga. He tried to invade this city. You see this? What year?
The siege of 332 BC.
Nigga, this ain't this Alexander the mad. He's invading African shit. Mind you, this the land of Canaan now. You see Tyre. You see that wall, see that there Cyprus and shit, nigga, these motherfuckers, you see it. Right there. In order to get up in there. See New Tyre, the Egyptian harbor, you see this shit? Just let you know all these people connected. This is who the Greeks lying to us, nigga. White man is lying to us because they teaching themselves the truth and got us over here in the dark. That's why I said, nigga, let's go back and re-examine this shit. How he had to build a moat to get over there.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah, you know how we play these little games and shit. We had to build shit to build the bridge so you can reach the motherfucking thing. This is what he had to do, and he couldn't get up in there. He got so mad, nigga, when he made it up in there, he tore that motherfucker down and sold every nigga as a slave. Where you think they went to? They didn't go to Africa. You didn't go to India. You didn't go to Babylon. You sent them folks to Europe. And the fucked up thing is they know it. Then we have people out here teaching, talking about what the Lord said. Nigga, this the Lord right here. This a nigga who fucked up everybody and confused the language. According to them, everybody was speaking the Phoenician language, right? You see it? Phoenicia.
Oh, yeah.
You see, everybody speaking their language. They do the trading with everybody around the world. Them the same motherfucker who came to America, had dreads on their head and everything, buried themselves like Egyptian, but tell you that they don't know who the fuck they is. This how fucked up the people is who teach us, man. We can't accept none of this. Then you go look up their corn, they got black motherfuckers on there. They got Zeus and Hera on the damn corn, nigga, and they black. Hercules on the sun, on the corn, he black. Remember, Aphrodite is one of their deities. Dirty motherfuckers, y'all. That's how they got us. See, that's a good distance from the land, nigga. This nigga throwing rocks and shit in the water.
The one made by the King of Babylon 2 centuries earlier, which lasted 14 years and was ended by
Did you mad, bro?
He got tired, nigga. He can't get in there.
Those were supported by a powerful navy and mercenary units, rendering